On today's episode,
why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with an ape?
Come to me.
Has anyone seen me parrot?
yeah, that happened. Hey yo, help a brother out, will ya? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. Thanks. Alright, how's it going, guys? Deekadiko is here and I am back with another banger list. Today, we're gonna play an anti-meta DEATHWISH. As it says that Ihuarraquax has been insane against all this scoia with SIMLAS, Nilfgaard with RENFRI, and I'm at Monsters with RENFRI, and I just played Ihuarraquax, pull the RENFRI out, they instantly GG'd. I mean, not GG, they can't GG, but they concede. So, yeah, dude, Ihuarraquax is really good. So this deck has a lot of thinning with the brewess ritual, so the deck is actually like, at the end of the game, you usually only have like 3 cards left in your deck, which is absolutely insane. So that brings the deck to a level where, you know, you're allowed to play a Peller in your deck, because when you play Peller, you're not really sacrificing that much provision from your deck, because you're playing a 4 provision card, because at the end of the game, you're only going to have 3 cards left in your deck. You're not really, you know, sacrificing that much value over the Peller. So yeah, the general strategy is you play Ihuarraquax into pulling the brewess ritual, and then you immediately consume it. If you're up against Nilfgaard, you might want to use your leader charge because they might have lock. But if you're not up against Nilfgaard, this deck is just so awesome. I've been like 7 win streak, I guess, with this deck. It's just really good. It's really insane. And yeah, so we're not running Maruna. I think Maruna is still a very not good card. It's, when you think about it, it's kind of like it steals your opponent's unit. It could be an engine. It's really good against NR, where they usually run what's that card? The 4 provision 1 point per turn. That card, they played it first. You play Maruna, and then you immediately steal it, and you just basically steal an engine out of the opponent's board. But I don't really like Maruna, especially in a very tempo-ish deck. We don't really have that much provision for Maruna. I'd rather run K-Ron to play around Pull Punish, something like Heatwave, which is very common in the meta right now. Even though this doesn't really play around Gigni or Yrden, I mean, it plays heavily into Yrden, but K-Ron I think is absolutely necessary. It brings your it brings this deck win rate a little higher because it plays around heatwave very well. So yeah, we're playing Kayron. Imperial Manticore I think is a very good card, especially combined with a Giant Toad or Leader Charge. It denies your opponent first play, which is insane. I've had a game where opponent's first play was it was the 6 provision, 4 power, 2 armor assimilate unit, and then I just used Imperial Manticore in the back row. Giant Toad came out, consume it, boom, engine gone just like that. So yeah, Imperial Manticore, I really like the card. It goes without saying that it's really not great against elves. It doesn't really do anything, but I'm not really seeing that much elves on ladder. Like on ladder, all I'm seeing is either RENFRI Nilfgaard, Poison Syndicate, SIMLAS, I think Harmony Hybrid Scoia, and against those types of deck, Ihuarraquax is really good. And we're playing consume units as well, so against Syndicate Poison, if they don't have the proper setup for their poison, something like Morale or the Fell Experiment, this deck can really go. Like, we can just consume our poisoned units and play around their poison that way. Yeah, this deck, we're running Heatwave and Peller. I think it's very obvious. I think the combination of Heatwave and Peller is extremely good in today's meta. Heatwave, usually you want to Heatwave opponent's scenario, or if you're up against Nilfgaard, you want to Heatwave something like their Damien, Hefty Helgate, their greedy cards, basically. And yeah, I really like Heatwave so far in this deck. The reason why I'm not playing Gigni is because of scenario. I think Heatwaving scenario produce much more value than simply Gigni, because the opponent can just play around Gigni. Although there's an argument that you can run Yrden in this deck. I'm not really against running Yrden. You could tweak the provision a little bit. You can scuff One Rot Fiend for Bridge Troll. If that's what you like, you know, go for it. It's really pick your poison. And yeah, dude, this deck is awesome. Not to mention the Succubus value. Succubus got buffed to Adrenaline 4, which is insane. So that means you can consume this card 4 times, or 5 times, sorry. If you deploy this when I have 5 cards in hand, you immediately consume it with your leader charge. You basically, this card plays for 25 points. 25 points. This card is insane. It's worth more than Deathwatch. Although Deathwatch, you could use this card as your daresay. It's untouchable. 18 points if you manage to have like something like 2 leader charges and or Giant Toad. It's basically untouchable. 18 points plus 3 plus 4, 7 plus 18, a lot of points. 25 points in one card in one turn. And so yeah, I think that's really all there is to it. This deck is insane. I won like a lot of matches against Nilfgaards by simply pulling the RENFRI or Triss. Is it Triss? Yeah, Triss Meteor Shower out, and I won a lot of games against Scoia by pulling their SIMLAS out. Yeah, this deck I think overall is just really good. Ihuarraquax is the carry of this deck, guys. This card is insane. Insane. You should run this card. This card is absolutely, like, it's crazy. It's crazy how this card can pull their win condition out. Anyway, that's enough of me explaining the deck, and let's move on to the games.
The gate must be secure.
Today! Bizima tomorrow!
You wouldn't want to hurt us, would you?
Impressive.
Offering accepted.
Essa moren arbeit where? Moren.
We're not done if you can still walk.
One with discipline, my lords.
What is truth if not an illusion?
I'm just a sexy little cog. I don't have a dirty mind. Just one hell of an imagination.
There's order! And out feed!
It's not that I'm always funny. It's you who's always sexy.
You do the Emperor proud! Oh!
Relax. Sweep your worries away. You're not done if you can still walk.